Good morning, students. Welcome to our online session, Standard 10, Subject History, Chapter 1, Historiography, Development in the West, Module 4. Children, in the previous module, we had learnt about the development of scientific perspective in Europe and historiography, and also about some notable scholars of Europe. Today we'll learn about the remaining scholars of Europe, Annal School and feminist historiography. Let's begin with Leopold von Ranke, another philosopher from Germany. He was a professor at Berlin University. He emphasized on the importance of information gathered through original documents. According to him, all types of documents associated with a historical event should be examined with great care, and he believed that the historical truth can be reached only through this method. He criticized the imaginative narration of history. Collection of his articles are published in two books entitled The Theory and Practice of History and The Secret of World History. Now we'll study about Karl Marx. Karl Marx was a German thinker of the 19th century. He wrote the world famous treatise Das Kapital. According to Marx, unequal accessibility of the means of production to different classes of society leads to struggle. His theory of class struggle is considered very important all over the world. According to him, human history is the history of class struggle because the class which owns the means of production economically exploits the rest of the classes. According to him, history was not about abstract ideas but about living people. Now let's learn about Annal School. Annal School was a new school of historiography which arose in France at the onset of 20th century. It was started by French historians who gave a new direction to history writing. According to this school, history was not only about the political events, kings, great leaders, politics, diplomacy, and wars, but it also included the climate, local people, agriculture, trade, technology, means of communication, social divisions, and their collective psychology, etc., in the historical times. Feminist historiography. The French scholar Simone de Beauvoir established the fundamentals on feminism through her writings. In the past, there was a lot of dominance of male perspective on historical writing. Simone de Beauvoir insisted on the rethinking of the male dominated perspective and inclusion of women perspective in historiography. Then came this idea of feminist historiography, which was accepted. Because of her efforts, various aspects of women's life, like their employment, their role in trade unions, and their family life, became a part of historiography. Michel Foucault, 1926 to 1984. Michel Foucault, a French historian, brought forth a new concept in historiography in the 20th century. He said that he did not like the practice of arranging historical events in chronological order. He explained that archaeology does not intend to reach the ultimate historical truth but attempts to explain various transitions that took place in the past. He also laid stress on the areas that were not acknowledged by the historians, such as psychological disorders, science of medicine, That is what all development has taken place in all these years. Prison administration, that is what all rights were given to the prisoners, etc. He said that all this should be included in history. Hence, Michel Foucault called his method, which gave importance to explain the transitions in history, as the archaeology of knowledge. Children, with this we come to the end of the lesson. Learn all the